what type of football is played in your county versus what type of football your county team plays. And where Paddy Tally is obviously hugely experienced, but it's not necessarily the way football is played in Kerry. That's a defensive setup. It is in some of the more north, like we mentioned with Tyrone. And when you're under pressure, like you will be at the latter stages, everyone tends to revert to type. And like that's a concern that Kerry have. They have some serious defenders, but they don't tend to defend in packs and en masse, like some of their teams do. So, and obviously they do like to get forward because they're very good footballers. Like in cornerbacks can get up and score, but they don't seem to have the same level of cover of someone that rotates automatically in for that cornerback and is comfortable there. Where, you can see a centre forward for Tyrone circling back and being in the half back line. Obviously, sometimes their half backs and half forwards actually line out differently, so, and they're quite comfortable in that space. I suppose an example I could give years ago was Daryl Flynn. We sneer and say Flinner's won Owen's half at Dermot's second All-Star, because he won it for him. And that's a joke in we'd have, not Dermot getting too big, Flinner's bringing him back. But he was a serious man. I used to love organising the defence as a play was going, and all I had to do was let a roar or a whistle of Flinners and back left, and he popped into a space where I think the ball was going to go, and he'd read it well. But when he was back there, I seen him marking some corner forwards. Like these guys were normally say me or Peter were man marking him, and he'd wrap them up. And he's a big guy playing midfield, so he could do that. It was in his game. But it wouldn't have been in Skip's game to bring him back and do that, and that's my concern with Kerry. Like the Tyrone guys get forward, score points, so do the Kerry guys. But the Tyrone guys rotate, a centre forward or another person rotates and is natural and comfortable in that position, where I don't see that yet with Kerry.